Emesere ndi toika me como frau baba die amenkere achiba ngayo. Yes, I'm the initiator of the Akwa Ibom State History and Cultural Heritage page. It's a beautiful Sunday out here. Many people are out there in churches, but I'm out here trying to pass a very serious message to our people out there. You know, because there's a cause for concern. And some people come back so that I try to get those real words, like puffed out. If you Google Ibibio on Google, just Google it out, Ibibio. There's very little you'll find about our people. Okay, switch over to image. How many pictures can you see about the Ibibio? So, I'm just setting the Ibibio as an example. Very few, most of the pictures you see there are sort of Calabar dancers and folk dancers and all this kind of stuff, and the Kombi and all this stuff. Very little on Ibibio. Okay, just type Akwa Ibom State and see how many things pops up. Not much. Not to talk about Eket, Anam, Oron. Just put Oron music on the internet. Just Google it out and see. What do you see? Very little, if at all anything. Try Eket. Google it out. What do you find? Absolutely almost nothing. Try on YouTube. Just put it. Do you find anything? That is the state that we are in right now. Our unity is at stake. The Akwa Ibom people as a whole, very destiny is at stake. And most of us out there, we are longing to divide, we are struggling, fighting for agitation to stay on their own. What are you doing to contribute to the people that you want to stand for? What have you done? How much information have you posted out there for the world to see? But you want to fight for this unity. Whereas the rest of the tribes in Nigeria are uniting despite their accent and differences. They still consider themselves same people. The Igbos are doing it, the Fulanis are doing it, the Hausas, the Yorubas are doing it, and we are trying to divide. We stand to lose. When two brothers are fighting, what happens? A stranger will come take over your land. That is what is going on right now in Eket. Our oil is being managed by our kinsmen from other parts of Nigeria. Because we don't speak in one voice, we are not united, we are fighting. So the strangers are quietly coming in and we can't say a thing. Divided we shall fall, but together we shall stand. Census 2023 is coming up. Ibibio is the fourth largest tribe. Yes, of course, the language as well. That is what's being specified way back when the first census was being conducted in Nigeria. And today people are fighting for agitation. Politicians are, adding kerosene to the fire, all because of their own selfish longings. They're doing everything just because of their own selfish ends. That's what they're doing. They're dividing the people, trying to tell them, hey, we are not part of this group, and these ones are not part of the other group. They're dividing our people, destroying our heritage, the very legacy that was laid down by our forefathers. They want to break us down. And I'm really afraid for the 2023 census. If we don't stick together, speak in one voice, stand for one particular tribe, which is the Ibibio language, which is recognized by Nigerians, we stand to lose. Another tribe, perhaps the Ijaw will take over, and we are going to be fifth place. We are trying to advocate for making Ibibio language, an official language in Nigeria. For now, we only have the Wazobia. Why can't we stick together and go for the Wazobia D? It's a shame. And most of those guys out there agitating for separation, trying to fight. What are you doing? If you ask any of them, tell me what is the origin of your people. They know very little. Everything is just based on sentiment. It's based on what they heard from their parents. Just because they had some kind of a grudge against the other. Ibibio people are one. Me for to eket, me to nang, me to run. Ibuno, Obolo, we are all one people, same ancestors, same heritage, same ancestral roots. I'm saying this because I want to see change. I want to see us move forward. I want to see us united as a people. Otherwise, we are going to fall. Nigeria is a playground. For you to win, you have to stick together. For you to succeed, for you to be recognized, you have to stick together. The rest are sticking together, and we are trying to divide. Same people. And then a man will say, I'm not Ibibio. Who told you that? Ibibio the Okban, and then the Adnanga brothers. They were all brothers who separated. And then the Eket all on all their cousins. They are all same people who just break away. You know, like it used to happen those days. Where a man has two brothers, you know, and then because they are longing for land, perhaps in search of land, so they will just get their, you know, those days men used to marry more than one wife. You know, it was a fraternal kind of society. Men would take their two wives and then move away to a separate place and live and raise a family. And then you see the village start growing from family to villages, and then before you know it, it's town. And you said you are different from the others. If you ask an Ibibio man, an Eket man, an Orong man, an Anang man, their origin, you see that it's similar, same thing. They'll tell you, oh, we came from somewhere in the Middle East, and we migrated through Ghana and all this kind of stuff, all the way to where we are. Same story, same origin. And you're telling people that you have the audacity to tell people that you're different, that you are not. You know, Ibibio as a people, whatever you might call it, okay, but let me use our language as an example. It's a very old, ancient language, and this language was used by, you know, a whole lot of people back there in central Nigeria. You know, where we have the plateau, the Mambila Plateau around Taraba, Benue State. You know, that is where our people used to be before they migrated all the way down, and then they separated. You know, some took the axis, and then the other went through Cameroon, you know, across the southwest all the way to what we know today is as Usagede, where they came, and then you know, and then they finally united with the rest, you know. But like I would like to stress to you guys that it happened in phases. The migration was in phases. You know, some left already, and then the rest came well after to join with the rest. You know, so time and space affected the language, you know, and slight differences in culture, you know, all those things, and the accent, but it doesn't mean that we are different. Even within Ibibio land, there are differences in accent. Those from Itu, the way they speak is different from those from Kanafon. Etina, you know, they see those differences because they moved away from each other and the language mutated. So be wise. Don't live based on ignorance. You know, don't base your opinion on what those self-centered politicians are saying just because they are longing for power. We need to unite as a people. The census 2023 is coming up. We need to speak as Ibibios. We want to make Ibibio the fourth largest language. We want to keep that same status quo. And we want to advocate to sort of lobby the Nigerian government to make us an official language. Our tradition is slowly disappearing. My great-grandfather from my mother's side is a custodian of Ekpe in Itu. Slowly everything is just disappearing, is dying away, you know, because of the missionaries who came many years back. You know, they said that before you can be an elder in a church, you must do away with your Ekpe. Whereas the Yoruba, tradition and religion works hand in hand. The traditional religion is respected and is given its place. So that today, most of our grandparents now, they've given up on Ekpe, you know, just because they are old enough and they want to be buried in the church. So they'll say, do away with Ekpe and everything that has to do with it, and you can be an elder in the church. It's not the case in the Yoruba land. They keep everything and respect the traditional religion. And today, our legacy, our heritage is slowly fading away, just like the wind. Today, most of our parents, they belong to secret societies. And they're still members of the churches, and the church accepts it. There's no problem with that as long as it's a secret society. But when it comes to tradition, they will say no. We are completely ignorant. We're still living based on the European, Anglo-Saxon ideologies of domination. Today's a beautiful Sunday. Look around and based overseas, you see that most of the Europeans are in their houses. Nobody gives a damn about going to church. They don't even know what is church. They're all in their houses, peacefully eating and having a good time and planning for the next day. We are hurrying up to take our shower and carrying a Bible to go to church to dance and sing and praise a God that we don't even know. We need to stick together before it's too late. I remain your boy, Achibongeyo. Before I go, I just want to stress that we have a WhatsApp group right now, because we are slowly metamorphosing it to an association. We want to create an association of like-minded people who think positively, enlightened, people who believe in unity, who long to stick together, who want to see us grow, who want to preserve our tradition, our heritage, who want to make Ibibio land a beautiful place for every one of us. And when I'm talking about Ibibio, I'm not in any way undermining the rest of the groups. We are like a nation of Ibibio people. Every group must be respected. Every group must be given its own place. Because whether I like it or not, Anam, Oron, Eket, they are an ethnic group because they've been separated away from their mother group for a long time, so that today they constitute an ethnic group. The point I'm trying to make in essence is that every group must be respected according to their due places. The Ibibio must not look down on the Anang, vice versa, or the Oron, or the Eket, or the Obolo people. We must believe in sameness, the oneness of our people, of our ancestries. They'll be out there smiling to see us stick together like the Yoruba people and not divide. So like I said, we have a WhatsApp group, slowly metamorphosing into an association. And this association, it's a movement. It's more of a movement where ethnicity, nepotism, and any kind of opportunistic, disposition is completely frowned at. We believe we are one people. Like the motto of our association will go, we are because we are. I would like someone to put that in the Ibibio because I prefer to use the motto in the Ibibio language or, any language in Akwa Ibom State. So join the association if you're a free thinker and you believe in change and you want to make sure that we have a place in this entirety called Nigeria. Influential place. Yes, join the association and support us to grow. We want to make an association. We want to be an association different from the rest. An association completely devoid of all these vices. An association that believes in change, in the empowerment, in the progress of the Akwa Ibom people. I remain your boy, like I said earlier, Achibongeyo. I die in Akwa Ibom State. It's a song.